Okay, now can you hear me? Super delayed. Christian, working on it. Okay, we're good? Good. Oh, one day, guys, you will be watching this show, and it's going to be like, hey, this got really professional. Just remember, this is where it all started, with me trying to figure out OBS. Ugh. Okay, guys, wonderful. Glad you can hear me. This is our live weekly Mustang shopping update. And basically what we do is I go through and I find some good deals, some interesting price points to kind of open a dialogue on what these cars are actually worth. You'll go all over forums and classified pages and stuff like that. You always see that guy that's listing his Mustang for probably a little bit too high. And, you know, you get the people like laughing, you know, they do the laughing emoji or whatever. So we really want to clear that up. So let's take a live look here into some listings that are close to us. First and foremost, though, guys, massive thanks. We just hit 8,000 subscribers here at LostSocketGarage, and that's not a lot compared to a lot of automotive channels out there, but it means a shit ton to us that you guys are taking time out of your day to watch us dick around in this shop and cut Mustangs in half. So thanks so much. Share the channel with anyone that you think might, pardon me, might enjoy watching people saw Mustangs in half. We do have a new video coming out. It's kind of a big one for us. It's about the Golden Nugget, our beloved Nugget, titled The Fate of the Nugget. And we hit a serious brick wall with the car, and so we had to make some hard decisions. So that video is actually coming out tomorrow at 6 Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Or if you guys want to support the channel, join the community, you can watch it live now for free. So that's enough plugs for right now. Let's get into it now. Okay. This is our first one. Now, these first three, I kind of want to actually take a look at some actual sales data from the market. So we're going to take a look at first a 68 Mustang base. Now, this car looks gorgeous. It also looks like it's in an airplane hangar, so that's dope. I've always wanted to buy a car out of an airplane hangar. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Say that you bought your car out of an airplane hangar? I don't know. Something seems dope about that. Beautiful car. Very, very clean. The Nug! What's up, dog? So, I mean, this is a really clean car. It's a great example 289 car. A couple of the things I like about this is, you see how many photos there are? This might be like an auction, like a private collection sell-off or something like that, because they have, I have a 65 in a hangar. Yeah, of course you do, bro. Ugh. Don't get me started on you. So yeah, I mean, they're showing the pictures here. This looks like a really clean car, and they're very detailed about it. So let's kind of take a look at the dates. Classic elegance meets timeless power. Step into a world of vintage muscle. So basically here what had happened was they typed in, please write me a for sale ad for a 68 Mustang 289. Into ChatGPT. Nothing against it. I do it. I'm just saying. 68 pearl white, 76,000 original miles. This thing's really well taken care of. If you're going to buy something for a coupe to fastback conversion, don't fucking buy this car. We need this to be in a way worse condition for it to make sense for a coupe to fastback. This one for like a Sunday driver, again, I mean, 68, it's a classy car. It's a 289. It's not going to get you there real fast, but it's going to be that nice feel. Let's take a look at actual values of 68. So A cool little tool that I've been using here on the last, well, this is like the third episode. So the last couple of episodes is Classic.com. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. I just found this one day and I was like, yo, this is dope. This is going to be really, really similar to like Bring a Trailer. In that it basically you can sell cars on it, A. B, it takes actually that sales data and it shows you what the cars have sold for, what they were listed for, etc. Right? Well, Classic.com takes that a little bit further, and I don't know what all websites they use, but they use at least a handful of those auction type websites to give you a really good full market view of what Mustangs are actually selling for. That's a big question, guys. You know, you see these Facebook ads, the classified ads. I harp on it. People are like, oh, haha, it's not worth that. Well, let's look at the data, okay? So this person is asking, what was it, 30 grand for a base 68 Mustang. Ford Mustang hardtop, 67, 68, gives you all of the cool information up here. This is over 5 years. So looking at this chart, over 5 years, the average price of a 67, 68 hardtop coupe, 23 grand. I think Fastback was like 60 or something like that. So you can see that the massive difference. Drifty Bits, what's up, dude? I thought you had stuff to do. Gosh, get back to work or whatever. 71 sports roof with a 351 Cleveland. Damn, man, hold on to that motor. That's worth some money. You never see Clevelands anymore. So 67, 68 coupe in the last 5 years from this. I'm not going to break down what websites they pull from. Maybe I'll do that for next week or whatever. Green dots are what's sold. Let's break it down to even just the last year. Gives us a bunch of listings. Cheapest coupe on Bring a Trailer was 11.5. That's a 289 3-speed car. Most of these are going to be around 15 grand. That one looks pretty dope. Oh, this pulls from Mecum as well. I'm sure they're online auctions. 16, 15, 16 grand. I mean, a lot. The highest, let's take a look at the highest coupe in the last year. This coupe sold for $61,000. It's a 289 coupe. And it's sold on Bring a Trailer. So I'm like, who the hell pays that much money for this car? Let's find out why it's special. So we come in here. Let's see. History, specs. Where the hell? Oh, view listing. Here we go. So the top coupe on these major websites and Mecum auctions sold for $61,000. It was originally purchased. The original owner was the owner at Lutz Ford in Palo Alto, California, and it remained with her until 2002. It was ordered in lime gold and ivy upholstery with a 289, along with a 3-speed automatic transmission, power steering, aircon, tinted glass, C-stripes. Final roof has been added. It was acquired by the seller in 2017. Following, let's see. It was acquired by the seller in 2017, following time with a collector, and it now shows 12,000 miles. Okay, guys, so long story short here, unless you have a coupe that was owned by a large Ford dealership, the main owner dude, and it only has 12,000 miles, and it spent the vast majority of its time in a collection, unless you have one of those sitting in your barn, stop trying to sell your coupes for that much money. 61 grand. Dear God. Man, that is crazy. Okay, so what we're looking at here, average pricing. Again, coupes are just worth less than fastbacks. We see it time and time again. This one was listed, Street Dreams in Texas. This looks like a resto mod, 67. Fixed price, doesn't look like it's sold. It's for sale at a fixed price. So this is not sold yet. So now you know. That's what coupes are worth right now. Okay, moving on to the next one, convertibles. Convertibles are the only other Mustang that are really actually kind of holding their value right now, and they're hanging out around like the 20 to 40 grand range and in very, very good condition. Rubber removal on East runway this week, so work the weekend again. One more week. Hang in there, Drifty Bits. So this is a not man. I don't like this car. I hate the rack on the back, and I hate vinyl tops because I work on cars that have had vinyl tops. We'll get into that here. So this is a 68 for $35,000. Let's get into the deets first. Mustang GT convertible, 289 4-speed trans, new top, stereo speakers, battery, all new dash fascias, padded console, carb runs great, a lot of power. Let's not get out of control. Hundreds of dollars invested into this Mustang. Hundreds of dollars invested in this Mustang. Jesus, man. Spend hundreds of dollars on a Mustang just getting it to run. Like, kind of right. Let's look at the car. I love the striping. Quad exhaust. That's kind of cool. Turn signal hood. Beautiful car, man. Hey, when you're selling a car, guys, take better pictures. I know I'm one to talk, though, because really, realistically, like, if you look at my KSL ad for Oscar right now, it's shitty. But I can talk shit, because this is my show. 289, beautiful. Great car. Is it worth the money, though? Mileage, 122,000. Okay. Is it worth the money? Let's take a look at the convertible market. 67, 68 convertibles. The average convertible in the last 5 years is selling for 62. Oh, okay, there's just not many data points here. So these are some really high-end convertible sales. This one was 67 Mustang GT, 145 grand. Holy shit, Batman. 150 grand. Okay, I gotta look at this because I didn't look at 67, 68 convertibles before this. To really look at the market or anything. 150 grand. Why are you spending 150 grand? I mean, she's pretty. Don't get me wrong. Raven black. Matching S code. Okay, 390 S code car. There we go. That's why. Factory big block car. Yeah, they're gonna fetch 6 figures. That's crazy, man. So convertibles, there's not as many data points here to really pull from. I mean, this one has a roll bar in it, so it's, I mean, kind of resto mod. I mean, some of these are resto mods. Most of them are selling. You're gonna find in the 30 to 40 grand range. Maybe not the ones that are making it to Barrett Jackson and Hemmings and stuff like that, but Bring a Trailer is pretty realistic. That one is jacked up. Oh my God, 20 grand from Bring a Trailer. Okay, moving on. 66 Mustang Coupe. Just a coupe. It's just a coupe. It's a vinyl roof car. Let's take a look at some pictures. Nice house. Deluxe interior. Aren't you pretty? Let's go back. Hello? Okay, there we go. Okay, so really clean car. Beautiful interior. Vinyl roof car, which is always... Whoa, lady, calm down. This is a fucking PG show. Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me, man. Lord, this is not that kind of show. You guys calm down. Just trying to look at a Mustang here. Beautiful car. Vinyl roof, but it looks like it's in really, really good shape. 60,000 miles. Guys, most of the listings I'm showing you right now, they're fairly local to me. So if out in the audience you're looking for a Mustang and something rolls across here and you're like, hey, that's actually pretty cool, maybe the guys at Lost Socket would be willing to go look at that and give it the once over and give me their opinion. Or is it a good candidate for Coupe to Fastback conversion? Dude, just let me know. LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Subscribe to the channel. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Help us pay for medical school. Step back in time with this iconic 66 Ford Mustang GT. Again, this is AI. This is Chat GPT. Help me sell my 66 Mustang. Write an ad for it. We have all receipts, clean title in hand. Cool. All right. Well, that's nice. Let's look at what coupes are doing right now. 66 coupes. This is probably going to be pretty low, honestly. 23 grand. Hit ton of data points. That's a lot. That's a lot of for sale. Let's go in the last year. Whew, that was pretty. Again, the highest coupe sold for the highest hardtop was 60,000, but your average is 22,000 for the 65, 66 coupes. This is data, you know, and you have a lot that are still for sale right now. All these black markers are fixed price for sale, but you know, this is the data. This is legitimately what they're worth. Okay. So let's see here. Guys, appreciate you watching the show. We're going to start getting into a couple of cars that are better off looking for conversions. Comment down below. If you guys are live and you have like a car you want me to look at, throw the link down in the chat box. I can probably figure out a way to make it work and take a look. I don't have a lot of expertise outside of Ford Mustangs and some really oddity cars like RX-7s and Novas and shit. So, but if you have a Mustang you're looking at, you know, feel free to let me know. Reach out, LostSocketGarage. Let's see here. This one, I think I went over this one last week. Every once in a while, guys, we're going to have the same one pop up, so I'll just kind of cruise through this one real fast. This is a 68 GT, 15 grand. Okay, if it's running and driving at 15 grand, I'm kind of on the border. Now, this is for coupe to fastback conversions. So this is something where you're like, Hunter, I want you to buy this, or I'm going to buy this. I'm going to send it to you for a coupe to fastback conversion. Find me a good deal. Or this is something that I would go out and purchase and then sell as a converted fastback. So 15 grand, we're at the top of the range right now. This is a, let's see, J-code, GT without badging. J-code, that was a 302. 68 was the first year they came out with the J-code. One of two Mustangs ordered with all the options, so this dude had his Marty report done. I think I said this last week, but I think he was a 49ers fan with this weird gold stripe. I wanted to figure out what was going on with the hood. I kind of like that, though, to be honest. Like, if the whole car was that color, like a bronze, I don't know. David says, it would seem that vinyl top 67, 68 coupes would be a good candidate. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're Chris, are they a good candidate? Yeah, they're a fairly good candidate on average. Let's keep looking. Nice interior. I like that brown. Said that last week. I do love these door handles, though. The little flip and lift. I love those door handles. Those are cool. Maybe it was vinyl. I think I decided that this was vinyl, and this was like the striping on the vinyl, so that they could, you know, make a line. Whatever you put that I can't remember what they call it, but it's like wire tape basically, used to set lines with vinyl. Good candidate right here. This is the Marty on it. Hit pause on the video if you want to look at the Marty. This is a good candidate. If it runs and drives, or if it almost runs and almost drives, a J-code and all the metal is fair to middling. You know, again, we would need to see some more pictures of this. It doesn't really have like a ton of pictures of, you know, normal trouble spots. So as long as there weren't rust in the trouble spots, this would be a good candidate. Let's go to this one. Legitimately, I don't know how this one is still on here. This is in Lehigh, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes away from me. 67 base Mustang. Not a vinyl roof car. Let's take a look at the pictures real quick. I've showed this. It's been available for a bit. That means this guy is willing to take offers probably. Clear coat peeling, don't care. Different colors up front, don't care. I'd probably leave them that color. Do like a little Skittle car or something like that. That could be worrisome. I can't tell if that's a gouge. If that's a gouge in the door, if they hit like, you know, like a parking stump or something like that, got rear-ended, needs a new door. Not a big deal though, at all. C-code car. If you guys are ever shopping for Mustangs and you're new to how they identify, like if someone says, hey, you know, I have a C code car. It's right there. It's like the 5th digit in the VIN number. Back seats, we don't care about any of this shit, guys. We don't. Yeah. This one again. This one is a really solid candidate. The only thing I'd be worried about is right here. Maybe a lot of times when all that factory shit, that factory lining that they sprayed the underneath of the car off, or spray the underneath of the car with. A lot of times when that stuff is rubbed off, you're going to have a little bit of rust. But again, that's really pretty much a non-issue. Single exhaust modification. The floor looks... Ooh, wait a minute. The floor looks good. And the reason is the floor looks like it's been patched. Right along here, you can see this seam. That just looks like shitty welding. If it's a floor, though, I don't give a shit. A full floor is $400, guys. Plus shipping. So, I don't care there. We don't care about any of this stuff. We care here, but these didn't look crumpled. They don't look fucked up. 9 times out of 10, people use these to actually jack up the car's jack points, so these are all crumpled in. Is some rust around the torque box. Need to take a little bit of a gander at that. But, guys, this is a screaming deal. 67, let's see, if you're looking for a Mustang, it's almost rust-free. This is it. Clean floors. Barely any surface rust. Torque box is immaculate. And the time frame is perfect condition. Wait, immaculate. And the frame is in perfect condition. Okay. I have a 289 and a 3-speed transmission with it. $7K, guys. Like, this is a good deal. $7.5 grand. You would pay me 13 and a half, you know, you'd pay me about 13.7 to do this for you, parts and labor. You'd have a fastback for 20 grand. If he throws the motor and trans in, you'd have a running, driving, well, with some mechanical stuff, a possibly running and driving primered fastback for around 22 grand. So, screaming deal. Love that. Kyle, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? This one, I throw this one in here because, again, it is a solid candidate for a conversion. The price point is right. It's a 66. It looks like it has a lot of new metal work. I keep saying this. This looks like my old car, man. But with this one, I mean, you're getting a coupe with a drivetrain in it, and most of the metal work looks pretty good. You can use the vast majority of all of this when you transfer, or when you do a conversion on it. The car looks like it's in fairly good condition. I don't remember if I had any concerns on this car other than the usual shit. Great candidate. If you guys are looking for one right now that you're like, hey, I want to send you guys a 65 or 66 to convert, this is a great one. This price point is awesome. Now, 66 Mustangs, we have to charge you a little bit more because they only make them in the pre-welded side assemblies, even though I don't want them pre-welded, but they're pre-welded anyway, which means the conversion's about 2 grand more, which are actually saving 2 grand on this car if you're going with a 66. It's a little bit cheaper than that 67 that we were looking at or whatever. So, great candidate if you're one of those guys out there that wants that nice little boxy, streamlined look of the 66, 65, 66. On to the next one. Oh, why is this one on here? Oh. No, I didn't mean to have this one up here. This is something that's completely has nothing to do with the video tomorrow or anything like that. I apologize. I was scrolling the internet. You didn't see that. It's porn. Stop looking. Oh, dude, I wonder if I'm going to get demonetized for saying that. I hope I don't. That would suck. So, moving on. This part of the show, we like to take a special look. Chris, I see you. We like to take a special look at you, the audience. I like it when you guys send me your project cars. And this week it does not disappoint from multiple angles. This thing is so cool, man. And what's awesome is it is very, very not close to us whatsoever. This video comes out of Romania. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Romania. I just wanted to make sure that I had his social medias here. Yeah, so I'll pull up his social medias after this. But yeah, this Mustang's in Bucharest, Romania. So first off, how cool is it that someone in Bucharest, Romania is watching? That is so cool. Guys, right now you could put a map in front of me and I could throw a dart at it, and I would probably have a better chance at hitting Romania than if I was to use my finger and try to find it myself. So thank you for watching in Romania, and thank you for having this dope ride. So I present to you Christian with his 67 Mustang, aka the Stallion.
Walking on the street one day, and in the lane next to me, 67 Mustang passed by. It was gray with 2 black stripes on it. When I saw that car, I immediately fell in love, and I turned to him and I said, did you saw that car? Someday I'm gonna own one of those. Basically, that's how it all started. I actually found the car in Romania. It was somewhere in 2016. I saw it in an ad here in Bucharest on the internet, and I went, talked to the guy. I immediately loved it, and about a month later I ended up buying it. The restoration of this car started somewhere in 2017. It took me 7 years to get to this point. A lot of not going on vacations, a lot of saving money, basically a lot of sacrifices for this car, although I don't regret 1 minute of it. The engine was fully rebuilt, along with changing all the gaskets, new pistons, new hardware, new everything. Under the hood, it's just a small block V8. Originally it was a 289, now it's a 302. At this point the car should put around 300 horsepower or so. I'm planning to enjoy this car as much as I can. This car will never be a garage queen. I have a lot of friends with vintage cars, but they don't really drive them as often. But we don't do that here. Some people ask me if I would trade my car for a newer model, and the answer is no. I do enjoy the comfort, but they don't make them like this anymore.
Dude, how cool was that? First off, Christian out of the blue sends me this email, says, hey, you're asking for a 3-minute video. I'm like, dope, cool. He's like, here it is, the Stallion. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm watching this video, beautiful car, beautiful 67. The dude's out of Romania, and you know, again, we don't get a lot of traffic. Well, we get a fair amount of traffic, but I don't get a lot of input or videos or anything like that from Mustangs in other countries. So it's so cool to see Mustangs out there in the wild in other places than my garage. The Kragers on that thing, the fitment, the LED third brake light, the attention to detail, so awesome. And Christian, dude, he emails me, and I watch this video, and I'm like, okay, Steven Spielberg of Mustang videos, 3-minute Mustang videos, I was emotionally attached to this car at the end of that video. I'm like, dude, how the hell am I supposed to put out a video like that well edited, beautiful music, transitions, etc., alongside one of my videos that's 20 minutes and looks like, well, if you watched our last video, it's a little bit different. You should check out the last video, though, because it was incredibly funny. So, again, Christian, Romania, the Stallion, you're awesome. Thanks so much for following along. Guys, if you have a vehicle, which you probably do, and you like that vehicle and you care about it, which you probably do because you're watching this channel, give me like a 3-minute video. It doesn't have to be Mustang Spielberg quality, but give me like a 3-minute video. Tell me a story about your car, why you love it. Doesn't have to be Mustangs. Just send it to LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. Address is up here. We would love to feature it on our next episode of Shopping for Mustangs. Okay. Let's see here. On to the next one. Oh, I was going to put up Christian's socials. I am so sorry. Christian Stefan, this is his Instagram. I pulled up his socials earlier. And then he has a Facebook page for it. Project Joe, the Mustang. Oh, I get the license plate now. That's awesome. 67 Joe. I get it. Check him out. Facebook, Instagram. Moving on. This is going to look familiar. Yep, this is Oscar, guys. Just wanted to, kind of explain a little bit about the rollers we kick out here. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't throw in our own roller since it's on KSL. We're selling Oscar for $19,000. All of the metalwork is going to be completed. We have multiple videos on Oscar. The last one it got a little intense in the last one. So I decided to edit it to where it's an emotional roller coaster. So I hope you people liked it. So our roller, $19,000. It started life as a 67 coupe. It's now a 67 coupe that has been transformed into a fastback. We put 68 quarters on it because very rarely do people want 67 quarters, which is the main difference is the little vents right here. Comes with all the metalwork done. This is not the final product. Right now, Derry's actually out there doing a cowl in it. It's going to be epoxy primed. Inside, out, underneath. We're going to Raptor line the inside. We're going to Raptor line the underneath. It's going to have fenders, come with doors. Some options that you can throw in here, but it is going to have stock suspension. This one actually has disc brakes. I'm kind of throwing that upgrade in for free since I bought it with it. So let me know. LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. That's the roller that we have for sale right now. Moving on. Okay, so I think we looked at this one a little bit last week, and this one looks very, very good at face value, okay? And when we start busting out our math, now we have a video on how we do the math. Actually, let me catch up on comments. Kyle asked, do you know anyone local for sandblasting that's reasonable? Kyle, in Utah, in Salt Lake, Ameripride, sandblasting. Super, super good. The guys are awesome, and they crank out the work, quality work, Ameripride. Bill, I bought a 67 coupe for $4,000, but when I looked at it, I missed the bent rear frame rail above the axle. How much more am I looking at for that on top of the conversion? Shoot me an email, LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. I typically don't like taking on coupes that have bent frame rails. We can talk about it and see how bad it is, but we have to put it on a jig, and it doesn't fit on the jig if the frame rails are bent. So shoot me an email, Bill, and we can chat about it and see how far gone it really is. Wicked cool, right? Yeah. Sean says, out of curiosity, would you suggest Oscar versus $7,500 Mustang and then having you build it? I mean, it's a good question. Oscar comes with a little bit more as an end result because once we do the conversion, say we do the conversion on that $7,500 one, you're in at about 20 grand, but on top of that, the conversion doesn't actually include like the Raptor lining, the epoxy primer that we use, and a couple other things. So you're better off with Oscar, but if Oscar doesn't, fit your fancy, then here's some other options for you. This one is a solid option. See that said way? '67 Ford Mustang base, 158,000. Who cares about miles at this point? Damn. Mustang. This Mustang has new tires, battery, gas tank, interior carpet, and fluids have been changed. And I live in a van down by the river. Here's the kicker, right here. Has a straight 6 motor. Okay. I typically say like 13 to 15. That's kind of my high range when I'm looking for a coupe that actually has a drivetrain, so that I can turn it into a fastback and be able to drive, a fastback around. Not selling it as a roller, basically. So at 13 grand, that's for like a 289, 302, 351. So I read that and I say, ugh, you had me until straight 6. Okay. Moving right along here. Here's a 69. We got to throw in a 69 because everybody needs a 69 every once in a while to look at. You can see our viewership just dropping off right now. Hunter loves blasting. No, I do not. I do not love blasting. We did a video on sandblasting. It's like one of our first videos. Man, I was not having a good time. Spider Garage. What's up, dude? Hey, Cooper. Very time consuming. This live is time consuming or the Mustang is time consuming? Sean, keep working on your mom. I will too. Oh! God, I'm sorry. I could not. I couldn't not. This is a 69 Mustang for $5,500. This, oh wait, just 1969 Ford Mustang. This was our project, and it's been an amazing car, and it starts up and runs, and the body is in incredible shape. It does have rust through the back fender, but floor pans in front are immaculate. Ton of new parts. New battery, oil changed. See? Running, I don't know. Running, driving. What are we doing here, kids? What are we doing with our life? Oh, it's a 6 again. Okay, but, it's a $5,000 car, guys. A 6, you don't care. At a $5,000, $7,000 price point, you're paying for metal and a title. If you can get some drivetrain bits and interior along with it, dope. That was a classic mom joke. For a 69 conversion, though, again, it's a situation where Dynacorn does not sell the unwelded side assemblies. So we have to use the pre-welded side assemblies for 69 and 70 coupe fastback conversions. So it's a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit more expensive. But again, the price point is right. So again, this one is West Haven, wherever the shit that is. It's in Utah. It's probably like within 45 minutes of me. I'm happy to look at these cars. Shoot me an email, LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. And again, a subscription really, really helps. Let's see here. So we covered the coupes. Speaking of subscriptions, we talked about our video a little bit earlier. And it's a big video. It's our golden nugget. And this is like my new favorite car of ours, our new favorite project, because it does have so much history. And we're hitting such a fucking brick wall with it. And it's killing me. And it's killing the customer as well. And we keep digging into it and it gets more and more rust. And so, the video that comes out tomorrow at 6 p.m., it's basically like what we have to do and where we're going to draw the line with this car. Again, it's rare, but it's so much money into this car to get it fixed right. So I wanted to give you a little sneak preview of tomorrow, because if you thought last week's video was wild, god damn it, this one's probably wild too. So let's take a look at a little preview of what happens in this week's edition of I started a YouTube about cutting Mustangs in half. It's coming! Fuck you!
I'm sorry. I'm not awake enough.
You are fucking useless!
At least you can't say it's not entertaining.
You know, if I sing and you're giggling in the background, it takes neither of us any fucking good. It's coming out! I want to fuck you, bro! Mental preparation that it takes to be able to do this shit on camera.
Yeah, but we'll go the bright side. At least you know it's gonna be fucking funny on YouTube.
So you know, it's that and much, much more. I'm just kidding. But seriously, that's in the video. That's the video of tomorrow. So enjoy. There's a little blooper reel at the end of it. Got a little wild, but it is a pretty serious video, and it does talk about some, you know, serious topics when you're digging into your Mustang. But find out the fate of the Golden Nugget tomorrow, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Or if you wanted to support the channel, watch it early and join our community. Hit the join button down below, or join us on Patreon, where our videos are released early. This video is released right now. So if you join the community, cool, awesome, thank you so much, and watch a really, really funny but serious video. It's basically all I do around here. Okay, so I covered, let's see, where are we at here? More cars. That's literally my notes right now, guys. It says more cars. We have a couple of things that I got to squeeze in within the next, like, 10-15 minutes. And part of it's begging you guys to buy cars so that I can work on them. So that's cool. This is a 68 Mercury Cougar Coupe. Hunter, why are you showing me a Mercury Cougar? Hunter, do you speak English? Only a little. Why are you showing me a 68 Mercury Cougar Coupe? Well, because the 68 Mercury Cougar was built on the exact same platform as the Ford Mustang. Everything is basically the same except for the grille on this car, trunk, couple measurements, etc. That means someone out there right now is saying, well, if Hunter can take Mustang coupes and turn them into fastbacks, what could he do with the Mercury Cougar? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because I could totally do this shit. And it's a vinyl roof car. This thing is so dope, man. I want to build a Cougar fastback. It runs, but apparently does not drive. But this is this is definitely a custom build. It's a one-off thing. There's only a couple that have been built. One of them was like a 14-year-old kid that built it or some shit. And I looked at that and I was like, well, if he could do it, I probably can't do it, but I'd like to give it a shot at least, right? So I want to do a fastback conversion on a Cougar, but I need one of you people out there to say, hey, that's a good idea. I think it looks cool. Google it. Just Google it. Can't go wrong at $3,500 though, as long as, again, we would look at the same shit on this because it's the same chassis. We would look for the rust points in the same spot, basically. So, great Cougar. Love it. Hi. Oh boy, well I'm fucking moist right now. Oh, golly gee willikers. Oof. Okay, so this one I threw in here as our what do you do for a living pick of the week. This is an actual GT500, guys. This is the real deal, man. This is the pinnacle of Mustang engineering. This is making me so horny. But you have to spend a cool $250,000 to get it. That's the only catch. Oh, conversions are time consuming? Yeah, Coupe, they really are, man. We did one in 4 days. Don't know if you watched that video. It was nuts, and I wanted to blow my brains out. They are the same, and the chassis are as cool from the Cougar. Yep, exactly. Cougar front end with a GT350 rear. I would love it, dude. That'd be dope. And, you know, looking at this car, man, I don't think I'm going to have anyone reach out on this one and be like, hey, can you go look at this? It's not even close to me. It's in Summerville, South Carolina. You guys ever cruise on Facebook Marketplace, and you're like, the algorithm decides to show you some weird-ass fucking car that you have never searched for in your life, and it's in Greenville, Alabama or something like that. It just sprinkles it in. And I'm like, but I set the area to like within 500 miles or 100 miles or whatever. Why are you trying to take me to Alabama? Okay, off on that tangent. This thing is $215,000. Let's take a look at what $215,000 buys you. Just sex on 4 wheels. Oh my God. I don't blame you guys if you need to pause for a second. You know, just hit the pause button. Take it all in. Ooh, mama. Drifty Bits, Random Thought Hunter, what do you think of the 05 to 09 Mustangs? I guess the ones that aren't in drainage ditches are pretty decent. Never a big fan, though. Gotta understand, I'm not a Mustang guy, contrary to everything that this channel tells you. Real Shelby. Oh, no, sorry. There's surface rust on the exhaust. For $215,000, someone couldn't wire wheel that shit. I don't fucking want it anymore. Okay. Moving on. All right. So, this one is in Vegas. Why do I have it on here? Because it's in Vegas. Oh, because it's in Vegas. It might not be rusted. Okay, so up for sale is my original 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. Well, they spelled Coupe right there. This is actually a 1967 Ford Coupe. I have clean Las Vegas title, purchased this car a little over a year ago. I have started the rebuilding process. No longer the time, blah, blah, blah. Full roller, no engine, transmission only. Okay, comes with drive shaft. Originally a 6-cylinder. We don't care because it's not in there anymore. Very popular year. Yeah, it's fairly popular. 2 pictures? God damn it, people. Okay, here's the thing. If you have ever car shopped before in your life, okay, if you have ever been like, I think that today I'm going to go purchase myself a 67 Mustang. So I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to go on KSL and I'm going to find me a 67 Mustang. Oh, look, this 67 Mustang has 2 photos. I'm going to go buy this thing. No, you haven't. No one ever has. Why are you only putting 2 photos on your ad? Long story short, dude, if you're in Vegas, maybe go check this one out. Let me know if it's good. Something to look for on this. Again, we're looking torque boxes. We're looking frame rail. We're looking forward floor supports, rear torque boxes, rear frame rails, stuff like that. If this is solid, if it's solid metal, I mean, again, I don't give a shit about the transmission. I don't care about the extra parts that they have in here. If this is solid metal car at $4,000, yo, this is a screaming deal. And if you're close to Vegas, or if you want to pay me to drive to Vegas and gambling and buffet money and stuff like that, you know, I'll go grab it for you. I have no issue. Let's see. This one. Okay. This one is our... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, yay. I got it. I fixed it. This one is our value pick of the week. Value pick of the week. Now, we had one that was similar to this a little bit earlier. Let's see if I can find it here. This is the one where... yeah, it was this car. So, yeah, solid roof car, right? But this one at $13,000, I was like, that's a little high in the range. And then I came down here, I was like, that's straight 6. Nah, it's really not worth that. So this would be kind of the equivalent of that, because this does have, it does have a 6-cylinder in it, but it's $3,000 cheaper. So this is more appropriately priced for a coupe to fastback conversion. 4 luggers. Yeah, 4 luggers. Yeah. Am I right? So this one, again, this is something that we could go out and look at. This is in West Jordan. It's like 20 minutes away from me. Really nice 68. I mean, it doesn't look really nice, but in my eyes, I see the potential. I see the inner beauty. Literally just making this shit up as I go along. Again, we don't care about anything in the back seat, but there's some back seats for you. There's a 6-cylinder. Again, no metal pictures. I don't see... that might be bubbled right there. I can't really tell if there's a good door pick. Yeah, that's bubbled. So you'd probably need a new door. This corner in the door always bubbles. It always rusts. It's a fucking thing. You own a Mustang. You own an old Mustang. Deal with it. That's the thing. So this one would need a new door. But at $10,000, as long as the frame rails are good, torque box, all that stuff is good. Scott. Dreamin' deal. Okay. Next is our Hear Me Out pick of the week. First off, if you got this far with me, I love you guys. It's amazing that you have this attention span. Get off the fucking toilet. Your legs have to be numb. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Join the community if you want to see more content. Help support the show. Blah, blah, blah. So, our Hear Me Out pick of the week. This is something that I look at and I say, do you know what? I really like this and I want to buy it. I want to buy this. And my job is to convince you to buy it so that you can bring it to me and be like, hey, remember that YouTube show? Well, I bought that car. And I'll be like, oh, congratulations. And then I'll go for a ride with you in your brand new 91 Chevy Camaro Z28 Coupe 2-door for $2,500 in Elko, Nevada. If you are in Nevada, you should pick up this car. This 91 B4C Camaro, modified Z28, used to be a police car in Alaska years back. I want to see a police chase with a 91 Chevy Camaro Z28 in Alaska. Whose idea was, in 91 they had all-wheel drive cars and trucks. Who thought it was a good idea to make a police car in Alaska? 91 Chevy Camaro. Okay, cool. Let's see. Used to be a police car. Cool. Built the car because I watched too much Mad Max growing up. I want to have a beer with this guy. Has been gutted and chopped. Currently doesn't run. Should run off a cliff. Replace the fuel pump. Runs like a champ for a month. Hasn't run consistently. Guys, $2,500. This guy's moving. This. Oh my God. Pull up to a trunk or treat in this. But don't ask kids to get into it because that's creepy. Oh my God. There's so much to love about this car. I can't. Witness me. His Camaro says witness me. I love it. I love everything about this car. All right. We have one more selection, and it's a surprise selection, guys. And I'm scared shitless. I'm not going to lie. This is Derry's pick of the week. Derry's pick of the week. And in this segment, he picks out a car that I'm probably not going to like, but he would love to buy and drive. I haven't looked at this yet. Okay? This is a live reaction. Buy doors without knowing what they are like. Hey, you could do that, bud. Oh, God, I'm so scared right now. The fuck are you doing, bud? What in the country fried fuck did you just send me, man? Derry. You... An 87 Fiero. I'm glad that our mindset for the Hear Me Out pick of the week and the Derry's pick of the week was kind of along the same lines. All right, 200,000 miles on this rollover. Oh my God. So here you're going to see an old but good technique of using a license plate to actually hold your shit together. Really, dude?
Yeah. Told you. Something I tried.
I would love to see you pull up to Maverick in the morning and get your coffee in this.
I fucking would. Totally.
You're ridiculous. Out of my office. Low key, though. It is pretty dope. Oh my God, it gets better as you go forward. Oh. Alright. I don't know, the decal kind of has me right here. This reminds me of like those little toy cars you could put the stickers on and stuff. A roof rack. Because you need a fifth one of these on your Fiero. Oh my God, so there's multiple license plates on this. So basically what has happened is that license plate has mated with an Oregon license plate and has kicked out a little California license plate and maybe a little Maine license plate. And they're slowly taking over the body of this fucking 87 Pontiac Fiero. Okay. Pontiac Fiero gambler car, dos need work. Dose need work. The bolts are out of the water pump. Was trying to replace it, but life got in the way of what I can only imagine is 4 bolts. The car... Oh, this is updated. Sorry, hold up. The car needs valve seals. Aw. Needs a new motor. It needs Jesus. Will not pass smog. No shit. It's a Mad Max Fiero. I don't think it would drive across the U.S., but it would be funny to try, though. I don't want to have a beer with this guy anymore. He's the type of guy that I'd be like in the Fiero seat, and then suddenly, like, you know there's no stereo in the car, but you hear this. His mullet hair flapping in the breeze and shit. Gary, you're ridiculous. I'm done with this show. Guys, thanks for the support. Like, subscribe. I hope you enjoy the comment or the content. There's a new video coming out tomorrow on the Nugget. Find out what happens. Till next time, love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Da